This flat raw files becomes this, or this. No presets, no cheating, just 2 tools and about 5 minutes. Capture One builds the foundation. DxO Nik Collection 9 creates the look. Quick heads up before we start. DxO provided the license and gave me the code FilmPix15 for 15% discount, so you can save some money. Now let's get into it. This is the shot straight off the card. A woman with a gelato. Lovely light, but flat. First, some smart adjustment. The shop light is a bit warm, so I cool about 300 Kelvin. Just enough to pull the orange off her skin as well. And I lift the exposure a touch. Now, high dynamic range. I raise the shadow about +20 to open up her face, and I pull the highlight down around 45, so that bright bulb and the shine on her shoulder don't blow out. A quick levels check, clean blacks, clean whites, and nothing is clipping. A little clarity, maybe +8, and just a touch of structure, but I'm keeping this light on purpose. This because Color Efex add its own structure later. If you max it out now, the photo gets overcrunched. So this is just the base, and I'm not chasing the final look. I'm adding Nik Collection a clean file. Now the fun starts. I send it into Color Efex, and as a first step, I add the Pro Contrast. I lift up correct color cast and correct contrast. Then bring in a gentle dynamic contrast. Now the star of Nik 9, the color grading filter. I add it and reset it straight to 0. I always start from nothing. Up top there's a global grade for the whole frame, but the real move is splitting the tones. Shadow, midtones and highlights, each on its own wheel. I push the shadow cool, warm the highlights, and there's the cinematic split. I also add a touch in the midtones to tie it together. And I keep the balance centered. Here's the part I really love. I want this grade on her and not on the background. So I open local adjustments and drag one box around her. And the AI finds the subject for me. Then I add the second color grading filter just for the background. I copy that mask and invert it. This way, I'm only on the background. Cool it down a bit and drop it into a multiply blend to sync it back. So she lifts right off the frame, and pull the opacity back to about 85%. And here is the before and after. Hit apply and it drops straight back into Capture One. So that's look number 1. Now back to my clean base, because this next one goes somewhere completely different. I send it to Color Efex. The second it opens is black and white. There are dozens of presets. Seeing that this is a portrait, I jump into the portrait group and find one with depth. In basic adjustments, I lift the highlights so her skin glows and drop the shadows for drama. I amplify whites to make the highlights pop and amplify blacks to deepen the darks. Now structure. This is the texture I held back on earlier. Watch the blouse and the cone how it comes to life. Remember that flat row from the start? Now it's a moody, timeless, black and white portrait. Now let's do something completely different. Again, from that same clean base, this time a vintage old film look. I send it to Analog Efex and start with a camera kit preset. Then I build on it by increasing detail extractor to about 15%. And add a subtle light leak and some little scratches and apply. 3 completely different modes from the same suite, and honestly this is only scratching the surface of what you can do with DxO Nik Collection 9. So that's the whole workflow. DxO gives you a free trial of everything and the link is in the description. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one.